Welcome to the Insight Radio. Today, we're going to talk about something that all of us have probably experienced at some point: FOMO, fear of missing out. What exactly is FOMO, and why does it have such a strong impact on our modern lives? Have you ever wondered if you're being controlled by it without even realizing? In this episode, I'll share with you some of my personal stories, thoughts, and those moments when I found myself caught in the whirlwind of this invisible fear. Together, let's dive deeper, understand ourselves better, and learn to listen more to our own emotions. First off, let me give you a quick academic overview of FOMO. FOMO is a term used to describe the anxiety or fear that you're missing out on something exciting or important that others are experiencing. The term was first coined by psychologist Dan Herman in the early 2000s. It gained massive popularity as social media platforms exploded, and we began seeing countless pictures, updates, and stories about other people's seemingly perfect lives every day. And then that feeling creeps in. Am I missing something? Why does everyone seem to be having fun except for me? Actually, FOMO is not new. It has existed in human society for a long time. In the past, when your neighbour threw a big party and you weren't invited, didn't it feel like you were left out? But in today's world, with the rise of technology and social media, FOMO has become more intense, more frequent, and even harsher. I'm sure you've been there. There are times when we unintentionally get swept away by the endless stream of social media. Picture this. It's late at night. You're lying in bed with the soft light from your bedside lamp, and you pick up your phone, opening Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. In just a few seconds, you're scrolling through posts. One of your high school friends is checking in at a fancy restaurant. Ah, there they are, dining at a 5-star restaurant with sparkling chandeliers, white linen tables, and a spread of sophisticated dishes: lobster, steak paired with a glass of rich red wine. You think, why have I never had a dinner like that? Then you scroll a bit further and another friend has just checked in from Paris. They're strolling along the banks of the Seine, admiring the glowing Eiffel Tower in the night, posting a dreamy photo with the caption, "All I need is a night like this." But at that very moment, you start feeling like you've been left behind. Why am I not travelling? Why am I just sitting at home with nothing interesting to share? And so you keep scrolling and scrolling. The more you scroll, the more isolated you feel. FOMO isn't just a fleeting psychological feeling. It can have serious negative impacts on our mental health. Research from Andrew Przybylski at Oxford University has shown that FOMO is closely linked to life dissatisfaction and increased stress and anxiety. When we constantly compare our lives to what others are showing off on social media, it's easy to fall into a negative mindset, feeling like our life isn't beautiful or exciting enough, and in the end we lose sight of the true joy in our own lives. What many people don't realise is that FOMO doesn't just exist on social media. It shows up in many areas of life. One particularly dangerous area where FOMO thrives is the stock market. Imagine this. You hear from friends or read in the news that stock XYZ is skyrocketing. You notice everyone talking about it, and it seems like people are making big profits from this investment. At first, you don't pay much attention, but over time the buzz around XYZ keeps growing. You begin to think, am I missing out on a huge opportunity? If I don't buy now, will the price keep rising and I'll never get the chance to profit? So you throw your money into XYZ, but then shortly after the stock crashes, the price plummets. You lose money, and that's when you realise your decision wasn't based on careful analysis, but simply because you were afraid of missing out on what seemed like an easy win. There's an interesting study by Joseph Wilney from 2017 that explored the impact of FOMO in investing. He found that FOMO is one of the key drivers of market instability. Investors get swept up in the fear that others are getting rich, and they rush into the market without a clear strategy. The result is often loss. Financial bubbles are not just caused by economic factors, but by herd mentality and the fear of missing out. Now let's bring it back to our personal lives. FOMO affects me, and I'm sure it affects many of you, in various ways. How many times have I found myself caught in the cycle of comparing myself to others? Every time I scroll through my friends' posts, seeing them living their lives, going on trips, having experiences that I haven't had, there have been nights where I lay awake, unable to sleep, wondering, why am I not like them? What did I do wrong? But then I realized reality isn't always what it seems on social media. There's a quote that I love: social media is where people showcase their best moments but hide their deepest struggles. It's true. Nobody talks about the stress, the worries, or the sadness they're carrying behind those beautiful photos. That's just a small, surface-level part of life. And I've come to understand that it's okay to miss out on certain things in life. Everyone has their own journey, their own pace. We don't need to be part of everything. We don't need to constantly keep up with the crowd. In fact, sometimes slowing down, listening to ourselves, and appreciating the moments we have might just be the most important thing. By now, many of you might be asking, how do I overcome FOMO? First, try asking yourself, what truly matters to me? Whose life do I want to live? What do I really want to pursue? Recognizing your core values and personal goals will help you avoid getting swept up in external pressures and allow you to live authentically. Another way to deal with FOMO is create space for real connections with the people who matter most in your life. Instead of just observing others' lives through a screen, spend time nurturing real relationships. Meet up, talk, and truly listen to your loved ones. Those moments are what really count, and no social media post can replace that. Finally, remember, it's okay to miss out on a few things in life. Life isn't a race, it's a journey, and each person can choose their own path at their own speed. Don't let FOMO steal the joy of your present moments. Thank you for listening to today's story. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and share this channel so we can continue exploring the interesting aspects of life together. I'll see you in the next video.